Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDF44 coming into another video. Okay, so it's halftime. Bucks are down 10, game 2 of the NBA Finals. I'm coming here today to tell you that Chris Middleton, as soon as he gets an opportunity to, he needs to get the hell away from Milwaukee. He needs to get off this team. Chris Middleton needs to get the hell away from Milwaukee. And the reason why I say this, and I know that's crazy, he's in the NBA Finals. He has an opportunity to get his first ring. What the hell? Why would... There were about 3 or 4 straight possessions where he was pretty much open and did not touch the ball. One of those possessions, Giannis got a full-fledged three-point shot because there was no defender anywhere near him, because obviously everyone on the floor knows that you can do that. You can leave him alone. And this is the type of thing that I'm talking about. Chris Middleton is labeled an inconsistent player, but when I watch the Bucks, it's not him that's inconsistent. It's his touches. And when you're a rhythm shooter, particularly somebody as gifted as him, you don't need to be having plays where you're sitting here with your arms open, ready to catch the ball, and some dude is out here dribbling, barely getting the ball up, barely able to shoot, barely able to move. Giannis is an amazing athlete. He is. But I can't shake the notion that he's one of those guys that if you leave him in the gym by himself and you tell him he can't dunk or lay up the ball, he's going to brick more than he makes. He's one of those guys. He's not that good, man. I can't shake it. I know that there's room for improvement, though. It's not like he can't get better. He's already gotten to the level he's at. He's an MVP candidate every year. He's won 2 of them, and they were worthy. He puts up numbers that are astronomical, so it's not like he's ineffective. Quite the contrary. But the sport of basketball has a skill set to it, and there's levels to those skill sets. You're really good at dribbling, you're really good at shooting, you're really good at this, that. He's really good at rebounding. He has fantastic court vision. He's a fantastic passer. People don't really realize that, but he has good point guard passing vision. It's one of the underrated things about Giannis. Okay, so he's good at these things. Obviously, he dunks the ball. He can cover a lot of space quickly. He affects things defensively. All of that is beautiful. But the problem is, he is such a liability in a half-court set when he's given the ball and there's a defender standing in front of him or a set zone in front of him. He's not good at dribbling and getting past people. He's not good at shooting the ball when left open. He doesn't have the moves that allow him to get these fadeaways and turn around jumpers and all this good stuff that you'll see from some of these other skilled players like Devin Booker and Chris Paul. He can't do those things. So what ends up happening is you live and die with this guy, right? So he's getting the ball in situations where he's facing a defender and you have lost possessions. He's clanking the ball off the rim for a 3. You're having situations where he's having to pass the ball with picking up his dribble and things like that. As you've often heard me describe, he picks up his dribble and tends to have to pivot out of and try to pass out of those situations where people run around him scrambling to try to get open. It's situations like that where possessions are so lost, and you have these rhythm individual performers around him like Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, who are literally just not touching the ball from possession to possession. And you know damn well if they would have, the 3 that he missed, Middleton makes. Okay? The drive situation that Giannis turns the ball over, Drew Holiday gets to the rim or something like that. It's like, okay, Giannis can get you easy buckets. All right, we get that. But you need to feature the players around him to get the most out of them. He's not playing with the right type of players to be able to mesh well with that kind of thing. It's like he plays with guys who need their touches, who need their rhythm. A guy like Middleton is one of the best scorers in the league. We just didn't realize it because he plays with Giannis. And every 3 possessions, he may touch the ball with the time expiring on the shot clock, and he has to finish something off. It's like, no. Middleton needs to be in a San Antonio Spurs style offense. And I'm not talking about today's Spurs. I'm talking about Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Chris Middleton would have fit in on that team perfectly. He would have got all his touches. It would have been a beautiful sight. If he played for that Utah Jazz team that's playing right now that shoots all these threes, Middleton would average 30. If he played for even that Knicks team right now, you put him where RJ Barrett is, just trade them for one another, Middleton's going off. He's an all-star this year. Like, it's become ever so clear to me that Middleton's not the problem, and I never knew that. That's what the revelation is. I never knew it. I always thought he was an inconsistent player. I looked at Drew Holiday. I'm like, why aren't you playing like New Orleans Drew Holiday? It seems like you're having inconsistent nights. This isn't like Drew. I've been paying attention to his stats for years. I know this player. He didn't play like himself this year. Why? Because of Giannis. Same thing with the coaching situation. Why is it that every time I watch Budenholzer, I can't stand watching this team play? What's going on with this? Why does it seem like it's so stagnant off Giannis? Soon as you remove him, suddenly the team plays like they're great. Suddenly the defense looks amazing. It's like, yo, I'm sorry, but I can't shake the notion that this dude is a problem. I can't shake it. And I like him. I like Giannis, man. I want Giannis to succeed. Hey, I'm not mad at Giannis. But you just can't have a guy who's a terrible skills player be the guy you live and die by when you have these type of players around you. It's bad for them. It's good for the team ultimately because here they are and in finals. But the reason why I believe that this team is only at the finals for the first time this season is because you needed players as talented as Drew Holiday to be able to affect things defensively against guards. And that's what they were missing. All them years where they were getting to the second round, getting knocked off by people like Boston or whomever, it's because they didn't have somebody like Drew Holiday who was good enough to help them overcome all of that Giannis does and ends up taking away from his team in terms of possession to possession in a half-court setting. Now, if it's a free-flowing offense and everybody's running, hey, Giannis can be one of the best players you got. But they find themselves in a half-court so much. And there's so many empty possessions, man. Because the people leave him open or the play just falls apart because of his lack of skills. And that's just what I see out there, man. It's just what I see. And I think Middleton, if he's ever going to look like the player he's supposed to look like in this league, he's got to get out of that offense and into one that's more free-flowing, more of a Golden State type offense. Then Middleton will take off and be the player that we believe him to be, or that I'm starting to realize that he is. I said something at the beginning of this series, and even though I couldn't see anyone's reaction, I could see people laughing at me. But I really believe this. Middleton can match Devin Booker bucket for bucket. Any shot that I think Devin Booker can hit, I think Middleton can hit as well. He's not as good off the dribble. You know, he doesn't have the ball handling skills, stuff like that. But I'm talking about if you need someone to give you 40 because Booker went off for 40, Middleton can go for 40. But not in this offense. Not so long as Giannis is out there snatching possessions away from him. It's that simple, dude. It's that simple. So, we'll see. I got to get back to it because the second half is about to begin, I'm sure now. But I just wanted to come over here and say that. Yeah, that's what I think. Thank you guys for watching. My name is BDF44. I'm out.